Sadly, Social Media Week is coming to an end, but we're going out with a bang. We're here at the gorgeous Glow Glows cocktail bar in Great Eastern Street with anyone who is anyone in tech to find out exactly how social media affects the industry. From TechCrunch Europe. He knows all about tech, so we're going to ask him a couple of questions. Mike, what do you think about tech and social media? What is the role of social media with tech?
Well, it's more like what is the role of tech in social media, because tech came up with social media, didn't it? Web 2.0, I guess. And but I think the really interesting thing about social media from a European perspective is that it gives you a platform on which to get buzz on a very, very large platform that's global. So Twitter and Facebook are now global platforms. So instead of actually having to build a website and try and get lots of people to come to it, you can leverage off the back of those existing platforms which already have lots of traction. So just make hay with that.
And where do you see the future of social media and tech? I mean, I guess it's just going to grow and grow, but where do you see it going?
Oh, I see that, things like, I think Facebook is probably here to stay, for one thing. I don't think you probably talk to people that say it doesn't. And I think, I don't know that whether it's going to become the ecosystem around which the web is going to be based, but I think it's really going to have a big impact. I mean, obviously, you see what an impact Twitter has had, particularly in the last few weeks in Egypt. And I mean, when a social media platform gets blocked by a government, you know it's going to be a good thing.
And what do you think about the role of social media in tech?
It's definitely changing the way that the word's getting out. So I think that's probably the biggest thing. Sort of, like I said, people are recommending things. So it's a little bit, if you have a good product, then social media is going to help you get that product out there to the people that are actually interested in it, rather than just blanketing it out and sending it off.
Social media has completely, fundamentally changed the way we do business. 10 years ago, we were pushing content out to people hoping they would find it. And today it's all about pulling consumers into, well, for us, the businesses that we back, it's about pulling consumers in. And so it's about engaging with your customers. I mean, a classic example is Gatorade. Gatorade cut their advertising budget and hired 5 guys to sit in a room with screens all around them. And they sit there and engage with their consumers all day on Twitter, Quite, Facebook, whatever, and so it's completely changed the way we do business.
Okay, well, this is the pertinent question of the night. How does social media affect tech?
Well, quite a lot. For instance, we had a client last week who were banned in Egypt, Bambuser. They do video streaming too, but because we couldn't really go out to journalists and be like, oh, they've been banned, because everybody would be like, and so we wrote a blog post and used social media to spread that word instead. So I think the whole point is, what you really need to do as a startup, especially if you don't have money for PR, is really use social media to spread the word. If you need users, that's the way to get it, right? You've got to tell people about you to get the audience.
And where do you think the role of social media plays in tech?
It's huge. I mean, it's one of the things that's really sort of revolutionised the last 5 years in getting a massive increase in engagement on the internet. Everyone was like, oh, it's, the online website, email, it's really transformed the way people engage with the internet in particular. I mean, it's hugely relevant for us, we're trying to help businesses get online. E-commerce has transformed the way people buy goods online. We're trying to change the way people find services, and especially things like social media is critical for that. People want to tweet out their availability. They want people to book via Facebook. They want to engage with their clients so much more than just sort of a phone call or just saying when their services are available.
And how do you feel, you're studying marketing, how do you feel that social media works with tech and the role of social media in tech?
I think there's a great role with it. You just have to know how to integrate it with other channels, offline channels especially. You can't put all your eggs in one basket, I think, in social media. But I think there's definitely a huge potential right now, especially with like Viadia or business people are all on it.
The verdict is that social media couldn't exist without tech, and it's a vital tool in the promotion of startups. Tonight has been a fantastic culmination of a week's worth of events at Social Media Week, brought to you by Viadio, one of the world's largest professional social networks.